Hello guys, welcome back to episode 7 of the Football Manager Save Birmingham City, where we are going to try and get into the playoff spots, I think. Now, we're doing very, very well. We're doing incredibly well. Where have we gone from last time? So last time round, we did play Leeds. We managed to lose 2-0, where Joel Pirro scored in the 80th minute. We were hanging on by a thread, and Patrick Bamford scored in the 90th minute as a penalty. We had John Ruddy, who had an absolutely phenomenal game. Bakuna, not so much. He was he's the worst of the bad bunch, really. Then we went on a pretty decent run. Exeter we beat 1-0 in the FA Cup third round. Then Swansea we beat 5-2 at home using the 5-2-3 formation. Miyoshi getting a brace. Jordan James with a goal. Dion Sanderson, then Sunjic in the 95th minute. Josh Ginnelly and Oliver Cooper getting a goal for Swansea. Stoke we beat 2-0 away from home. Murray Forson, who I think you might have seen come through towards the end of the season. We brought him in at the end of, the start of the transfer window, should I say, actually. We brought him in on loan. So he went for free to Manchester United in 18-19, which when he would have been 14 is when he would have gone there. He's come to us. He's not played for United yet. He's come to us and he's got 2 assists, 1 goal in 6 appearances, 7.07. He's been having a fantastic few games, and Siriki Dembele getting one in the 89th minute to send Stoke home. And then Middlesbrough. We played them 3-2, a loss to them. They've been pretty good this year. Isaiah Jones with a brace, and then Emmanuel Lath, I think that's pronounced it anyway, 14th minute he scored for them. He's a very good player. But we managed to get Tyler Roberts to score and Siriki Dembele as a comeback in the second half, but we couldn't do all 3 goals to make it 3-3. Preston we lost to in the FA Cup fourth round, so we got quite far into this, and then Preston stopped us in our tracks at home. Then this month we're looking at West Brom. We drew with them, a pretty decent game all round, but the strikers and the forwards just not doing the thing. Jay Stansfield broke his lack of scoring. I think he went through the whole of January without scoring. His last game where he scored was against Stoke on the 16th of December, and this time round on the 10th of February, 2 months later, near enough, he's managed to score. So Jay Stansfield gets us a draw against Sheffield Wednesday in that game. We did manage to get one back, and we probably should have gone on to win that one. And then Blackburn, a nice 2-0. George Hall coming into the lineup. He's been pretty good for us this year. He's progressing quite well. He has got the 5-star potential ability, 19 years of age. He looks pretty good all around. We played him in the Metsala role, attack, I believe it was. Not relying on his tackling skills, but mainly getting forward. So, today, we have Sunderland. And in the league, where are we sitting? So in the league, if you look at where we're up to in the league, we're sitting 10th. We're sitting pretty good, 32 games in. The magic number I'm looking for was that 50. I think that 50 is what Birmingham finished on this year, I believe. Let me just double check. Yes, they're on 50 points and a minus 15 goal difference. 13 wins, 11 draws, 22 losses. What have we got in our game so far? We've got 13 wins. We're currently on 9 draws, but 2 more draws would do us and we'd finish on the same record. So we've got 16 games spare, is it? Is it 16 or 14 games spare? It'd be 14 games spare so far to try and get, as many points as we can. I'm going to try and aim for these playoffs. 6th place. We're currently on 48 points with 9 points. 3 games difference away from Bristol City, but I think we can try be around 6th or 7th. I think there's no point in not trying. We've not had the greatest run of form of late, but we're going to try and get into that top 6, top 7. That's what my aim is today. But today we play Sunderland. We're at our stadium. We're at St Andrews, and we're going to get our biggest side out. So since last time, you've probably seen a few new faces here. Alex Pritchard. Now, this is a weird one. He's unregistered. I didn't manage to register him, and I've got too big a squad size, so I can't change it now. Alex Pritchard's here for a bit of a laugh. He's on 16 grand a week, and I can't play him. And to be honest with you, I don't think I would have. I don't need an attacking midfielder. I don't play one. And sitting in a central midfielder role, I don't think I really need him. I might as well just use our youngsters, George Hall or Jordan James on the bench. Andre Dozzell comes in. He's another central defensive midfielder who we brought in on loan. I think we're not paying anything for him. Well, I hope we're not anyway. What we're paying, 10 grand a week. Ooh. Some of these contracts are mental, but Jordan James, we're going to bring him back into the side for George Hall, even though he had a good game out last time. Pike Sung-ho. He's come in on a free. His contract is 10k a week, and he looks very good. He looks really good. Technically, we're looking at 14s. We're getting into the 14s era. I'm pretty happy with that. 13s and 12s, averaging out in the mental department, and then physically could do with a bit more pace, but as a CDM, good balance, good stamina, 5'11", solid player. I think he's very good, and he's coming from John Buck on a free, and he looks very good. He was at Barcelona all these years ago, but he looks very good. So he's going to be coming in for Peter Atibo in that position. Omari Forson has been very good for us in this inside forwards attack role, so I'm going to keep him there as well. So that's how we're going to line up, I think, today. Our team's getting stronger, and I can't complain about that. We've actually, oh yes, the one thing I do need to highlight, the formation. I've evolved from this. I want to try and play like the midfield three of Atibo, Paik Sung-ho, Jordan James. Perfect trio. A very nice trio. Jay Stansfield up front. Very happy with. Ethan Laird at the back with Lee Buchanan. I need to say Lee. We're going to call him Lee. I'm happy with Lee. Physically very good, good at getting forward, great long throw-ins. Mentally could be a little bit better, but he will get a little bit better as we progress, so I can stick with him. 15k a week, I'll stick with him. Atibo, very happy with 15k a week. Paik Sung-ho, 10k a week, happy with. Jordan James, 12.5. Amari Forson, we're only paying 950 quid a week for him. I'm very happy with that. Miyoshi, 8 grand a week. It's the question of, do I keep him or not? Could I bring someone in who's a little bit better than him? 9 assists, 5 goals in 29 games. Is it good enough? A 6.38 over the last few games. I actually might have to take him off and put Dembele on instead of him, because Dembele, just the pace, just the overall pace and the flair and the dribbling really does it for me. And then Iwu and Sanderson, Dion Sanderson, I'm very happy with. I think he's pretty solid. I can't really complain. Good strength, good pace, great in the air, great tackling, good positioning. Mentally could be a little bit better, but I'm happy with. And then Iwu, if we can keep him on, he's been a phenom. He's been actually very, very good for us. So yeah, let's get into the game. We're going to play positively against Sunderland, who are sitting 15th in the table. Let's tell them I've got faith in them, especially the attackers as well. I want them to give us a bit more of an option. Let's see where we go from here. John Ruddy, Ethan Laird, Sanderson Iwu, Buchanan, Atibo, James Forson, Dembele out there, and Stansfield. Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack is at Sunderland. Bradley Dack and Jobe Bellingham. Jobe up front in his natural striker position. We're going to get into the kick-off game now, and this is going to be a very big game for us if we can try and get something from this. Jobe up front, not Bellingham. He's known as Jobe. Bradley Dack in behind, Bradley Dack on the attack. If you remember the Blackburn Rovers save I did years ago now, he was fantastic for us. As now we've got a bit of a highlight. 5 minutes in at home, Ethan Laird going down this right-hand side. Can he whip across? And he can. Doesn't find anyone at Atibo. He manages to ping it to Dembele, who gets on the turn. And Patterson, I think Anthony Patterson puts that wide, in all honesty. Great first few 5 minutes for us here. Sung-ho punts it in towards the back post. Sanderson's there. Forson can try and sweep it up. I'm going to encourage the lads. Atibo on it now, and that'll be the end of that. Let's try and fire up the lads, get some things going here. I think this formation, what it does, it stays very compact without the ball, and then when we get the ball, we go very wide and we spread. We try and, spread the play, cut the lines, and it works very well for us. Atibo picking it up deep. He's got good technical ability and great stamina. Really good stamina. Laird, I'm very happy with going down this right-hand side. Ex-Manchester United player. Forcing into the current Manchester United player. And it's a brilliant goal onto his left foot. Cuts inside. Curls it into the top left-hand corner. And that was brilliant. An ex-Manchester United player and a current Manchester United player linking up. Ethan Laird pulls it back to Forson, who cuts it inside onto his left foot and a perfectly curled ball into the top left-hand corner. Forson's been absolutely fantastic for us. Let's praise the lads, because I'm very happy with the build-up there. And yeah, overall, 21 minutes in, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it. We've been playing Pritchard. Punts it forward towards Jobe Bellingham, who wins that header there. Mundell can go down this left-hand side now. What can he do with it? Can Ethan Laird get a foot in? He can't. He misses it. In towards Jobe Bellingham. Jobe Bellingham hits the crossbar. John Ruddy saved it there. I couldn't tell. Bradley Dack, Elise, and it's blocked again. Sirkin on it now. And we can sort of recover from all of that happening. Switching up to this 4-3-3. After the January transfer window, I want to see if we can be a bit more on the front foot in these games. I noticed in the 5-3-2, it was a bit, the 5-2-3 should I call it. We were a bit negative sometimes, and I can't be having that. Like this is exactly what we need to be doing, playing it around. We've got the ability now, we've got the players for it. Jay Stansfield puts it in the bottom right-hand corner, 16th goal of the season for him. He is on a tear for us so far this year, 2-0 in the 42nd minute. But what I need to try and figure out is the defence. So Sanderson, Iwu, pretty decent. Can they sustain the amount of attacks that are going to be going this year? I'm happy with this midfield. The Atibo, Pike sit a bit deeper. Peter Atibo is pretty good, isn't he? in this CDM role. So I'm happy with him so far. I'm happy with how we've dominated possession as well. But I'm very happy with how we've been playing the ball around. It's just whether or not Buchanan is going to be the man. Laird, I know is. Paik Sung-ho is going to be probably our key player going into the next season. Forson, can we get him back on loan? If we can, I'd be incredibly happy. And then it's just sorting out this left wing spot, this left back spot, maybe a new centre back to sort of like bolster it, and then I know for a fact John Ruddy is going to be way past it sooner rather than later. So maybe bringing in a young-ish goalkeeper. I've got a few in mind. I've written a few down. You can see we play it very wide. We're coming forward yet again. We're absolutely going for it here now. Sung Ho, he's been very good in his first appearance for the channel anyway. First time you'll have watched him. Rig puts it towards the back post and hops there. Let's just see out the game. Let's just focus up, lads. Let's just get the opposition instructions on. Make sure everyone's defending. That's the main one. So let's just see out the game now. Let's slow it down. Slow it down and time waste. That's the main one. 85th minute. Way up. John Ruddy standing over a goal kick. And I don't like the way that we're playing it out from the back with John Ruddy. But either way, there we go. That's more like it. Punt it long, lad. There you go. Oh, brilliant. James, can he play in Miyoshi? He can't. He finds Bakuna, though. And Juninho Bakuna secures the victory. Surely at St Andrews now he secured that victory. 3-1 to Birmingham now. Up the lads. Come on. Birmingham 3-1 up. Tyler Roberts heads it down. James, a bit of a different, attacking strategy here. James into Miyoshi, plays a beautiful ball into Bakuna. Miyoshi maybe on this left hand side could be the one inverted winger. We'll just have to see it out, see how he plays anyway. See how he goes into the next season. I don't really want to get rid of him, but he's on 8k, so we could keep him on. He's a good option. He's a great option. Longelo now in towards Miyoshi. He's been tackled, and that's a penalty. That's a penalty. It's going to be 4-1. The 94th minute here. Who's standing over it? It's Bakuna again for his brace. Can he put it in the back of the net? He can. He fires it past Patterson and Jorginho, getting his 4th goal. Half of his goals this season coming in today. His brace today puts it perfectly in that top right-hand corner past the goalkeeper. Patterson stood no chance. And that will be the end of the game there. Into the dressing room, outstretched arms. That's about as good as it gets, lads. Brilliant game, 4-1. And where's that going to put us? 51 points. That puts us 6 points off Bristol. Leicester lost today as well. So that actually puts us 12 points away from Leicester. 4 games that we need to try and get over them. Paik Sung-ho makes his Birmingham City debut. He also makes a Channel debut. We'll send our lads there. Chong is now 1 appearance away. 300k is what we need. Moyes spotted. He's looking at Jordan James, who I don't want to get rid of. But he's worth 13 million. And if clubs come knocking, it's going to be hard to keep hold of him. Anyway, we're going to advance. We're going to get forward. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I've gone through quite a lot there. I'll have to chop and change this episode, but I hope you did enjoy it. Thanks for all the love and support on this. I do appreciate all the comments as well. I'll get round to replying to them at some point this week. I'm hoping to try and get a video out Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week going forward. That's the plan. And a Sunday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. 4 videos a week. Should do as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. From me, Alex. Have a great day. Ciao.